Aries, let's do a super quick reading for the next 7 days. The most benevolent. Oh, did I just say Aries? Sagittarius, sorry. God, this Aries energy has been all around me today. Sagittarius, the most benevolent outcome for your situation for the next 7 days. Take a deep breath, make an intention that you are going to receive the most benevolent outcome advice. Okay? Regardless of if it's for a relationship, a job thing, or just you with your own reflection. This isn't for a cross-watcher, and this isn't for anybody dealing with third-party situations, because you've only manifested third-party situations to teach yourself how to not do that to yourself again. Because third-party situations are simply self-sabotage. I guess somebody needed to hear that, because that came out of nowhere. Anyway, alright, let's go. The Empress. Sagittarius is an Empress. I like it. Your emotions are flowing free. You're manifesting easily and effortlessly. You have everything going for you. You have an amazing creative idea that's about to be birthed. You've harvested so much from this winter that you've spent in hiding and being alone. You've learned to trust yourself. You've learned to have a business, a career on your own and do your own thing. You've learned how to forgive and be forgiven. You've learned how to receive, to cherish, to nurture, to grow. Good job. Really. Empress on the first card. Very well done, Sagittarius. Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Don't be afraid. That's just you and your own vibration. Four of Swords, Nine of Swords, Princess of Cups, Princess of Pentacles. So there is an inner battle going on within you from what you feel you want to do and what you should do for your career. You have a lot of anxiety that you've been dealing with, which is utterly pointless, because all of these anxious thoughts are just in your head. They're not going to manifest unless you think about them more and more. And remember, right in the beginning, I was talking about a third-party situation. If you're dealing with that, you manifested it for yourself to learn how to trust yourself. Because any and all third-party situations, whether they are mental, emotional, or physical affairs of any kind, only occur because you yourself manifested it outside of you so that you can learn how to trust your partner. And in order to trust your partner, you have to learn how to trust yourself. In order to trust yourself, you have to do the Four of Swords. Go within, heal, communicate with your inner child, create something new, forgive yourself, forgive others, express love, accept love, receive love, create a gift, create a new something. Ooh! If this is about a career, you are really afraid of being successful, so you've been acting like less than yourself to keep yourself limited and self-sabotaged. And then you know that because you're doing it, you're ruining your chances of success. Oh, babe, don't do that. Hold on. Lily, what are you doing? Don't you? Nope. I don't even know how that cat gets up on those shelves. Okay, the Empress that goes within to heal. And as she goes within to heal, she gets more and more anxious, which means stop thinking about your problems. If we take the thoughts out of it, you're left with an Empress that is being given an opportunity this week, either internally or an opportunity coming to you, that is really going to make you feel or help you feel that you're appreciated, you're loved, you're cared for. That there is an opportunity for you to maybe start a new relationship with someone. Maybe when I've had this card come up in my own readings, it's usually something very cute and simple that happens that helps me feel like You know when somebody kisses your cheek or your forehead and you just kind of smile happily? That's what this is. And the Page of Pentacles is, let's say you're thinking of starting a jewelry business and you start beading bracelets, or you make a necklace and you put a little crystal on it. If you're going to be a painter, you go, to the dollar store, you get some canvases and some paints, and you just start drawing flowers. Basic, simple starts in love and career. The Page of Pentacles can also mean gifts given and forgiveness, communication to meet physically. This is about emotions and how deep they run. But in order for you to notice how deep they run, first you have to make the call and be like, hey, I really like you. Would you like to go on a date? Because I got everything I want except you, and I really care about you. But you've been afraid of doing that because you're going, thinking about all the things that could go wrong. Well, what about all the things that could go right? So we're going to take these two cards out of it because I don't want you to be focused on anxiety. Because you are the creator of your own reality, and you don't need to manifest things that make you feel like this. And look, the bottom of the deck, underneath the Five of Swords, is the Princess of Swords, the Page of Swords, basically. Communicate. If something's bothering you, communicate. Lily agrees. Don't hold it in, and don't think that if you keep meditating about it that it's going to solve anything. Because in order to solve the problems that have been on your mind, you're going to have to take the first baby steps to communicate with the people or persons, including yourself, that are hurting you or that there is issues with. So if this is something internally just within you, I would say do a writing exercise. Take a sheet of pen and paper, really, take a few deep breaths and align yourself. And make a list of all the things you like and don't like about a situation. The things you could be doing, the things you aren't doing. The things you want to be doing, and the things you really don't because they don't bring you happiness. If it's a lot of anxiety stuff, write down every single thing that makes you anxious, and then the opposite of it. If you're anxious about being cheated on with the Five of Swords, what's the opposite? You're afraid of having a long-lasting monogamous relationship. And that's scary. So what would you do? Sabotage it. So don't sabotage it. You're the Empress. You have everything you could ever want. And all you're being asked to do to get the most benevolent outcome in the situation is to keep it simple. Any clarification, please, for Princess of Cups and the Princess of Pentacles? Okay. So you've been completely shutting yourself off from communicating emotionally or physically with anybody and keeping yourself stuck in your thoughts, which means you're just wasting your time and hoping that whatever it is will go away and then you won't have to make a decision. Singer of Intuition. You know you're being immature about this. You know you're working through a place of pain and fear, and you're sabotaging something just so you don't have to make the move to be a better person. Oh, look at this. I just noticed this. This Empress isn't even looking at all she's gained. She's just kind of looking sideways to the floor, waiting for this offer to go away. Don't be afraid, Sagittarius. You're a Sagittarius. I know, being in one place for too long isn't okay. But the person you're involved with or the person you're dealing with could be a life partner. You could travel the world together. I mean, if you like traveling, they like traveling. Because you're not going to attract someone you don't have anything in common with. And if you think you don't have anything in common with them, it's probably because you're not seeing each other for who you are. Because you're too afraid of all the things that coulda, shoulda, woulda. when the reality of the situation is you're sabotaging it yourself. You could have everything you want and you know it, and all you got to do is trust. The Princess of Cups trusts. That's why she goes in the most basic way with the Ace of Cups to offer the cup. Princess of Pentacles knows she doesn't have much, but she knows she will someday. She'll be the queen, or he'll be the king. But first you start with the Ace of Pentacles, which is given to you by divine timing, or your own hard work, kind of. You know, when you do enough, the universe gives you more. When you're grateful and you give, the universe gives you more. That's how the Empress becomes the Empress. So please trust yourself, but not if the trust you have for yourself is based in fear. If it's fear-based energies, then go within with the Four of Swords. Do your writing exercises, do something in the tangible physical to analyze why you carry the fear around with you to keep people. Look at where that sword is, right around the groin. You're keeping people from being intimate with you because you're afraid of being hurt, which is hurting you even more. And the goddess advice seems to be self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. It couldn't be more synchronistic if I pulled the cards out myself. The essence of who you are flows effortlessly into everything you create. The flow of all you create. So any clarification on the Death card, please? Okay, thank you. Actually, very much thank you. The thing you're afraid of is that the things in the past that already happened to cause the pain would happen again. The thing that you're not realizing is they happen and they're done and over with. The lessons have been learned. The intuition has been harnessed. The knowing and the knowledge of self and the world around you has been gained. And a new cycle has begun to start from, a new chapter. Sagittarius, I don't condone you being such a coward, especially about allowing yourself to feel love and to be the best of yourself. And you're not allowing the best of yourself to come out because you're afraid of actually being happy. This is like the Aries reading. Laced Moon's Daughter. There's so much emotion in this reading. There's so much depth, and when you're about to go on stage and everyone's applauding and whistling and they're waiting for you and you get those jitters, that's what this is. You're afraid of the worst possible outcome, but the best possible outcome is so much better. Yeah. Holy shite, Lily. Alright, I'm gonna go. She needs attention. In closing, don't end something that doesn't need to be ended. Don't mistrust yourself when all you are being asked to do is to trust yourself. And don't think that you're a failure just because you're starting with a small project, or that the person offering you a date or something is only offering you something insignificant, because they're also reflecting to you their own fears and worries. That's why what you're getting at first is only the pages. You're not getting the kings and queens immediately because they're intimidated by you. You're the Empress. The pages also mean your inner self, your inner child. Your inner child needs nurturing and a hobby. It's like you've gotten your empire, you've done everything, but you've ignored your inner self. And you can't move forward anymore in a new cycle until you acknowledge what you need on the inside. And you can't think about it anymore. Derp. You actually have to move forward and do it. Regardless of how small or insignificant the offer is that's coming to you or that you're giving someone, the most benevolent outcome would be that you are your most authentic self in all of it. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. The pages create from nothing. The Empress has created everything and now is reaping the harvest. Death is reaping everything that is already done and over with. The Wheel of Fortune brings new things to create. Singer of Intuition shows you that you already know you're loved and worth it. Just move forward. Move forward, no matter how small the steps are, move forward. Lace the Moon's Daughter is also a card about signs, synchronicities, seeing the omens all around you. Being in partnership with someone more stable than you to allow you to be the beauty and grace that you are. Maybe the person you're involved with isn't that attractive, but they see you as the goddess that, or the god that you truly are on the inside. But they can only offer you, like, maybe they only have a bicycle and they're only able to make you soup. But they make you such a delicious soup that it makes you feel like an empress. You're so loved, Sag. And you've earned the ability to allow yourself to love. And to give love and to make an empire out of what you're doing. So in any which way this applies to you, from romance to work, trust yourself. Trust that you have gone through enough to be able to tell that when you make decisions, what's based in fear and what's based in the long term. The Empress didn't get there by having an easy ride. Every relationship has ups and downs. It's what makes it worth it, knowing that you got through the worst to get to the best. And usually after the worst, simple, small things start. It's like coming out of a hospital. The first thing you're going to do is probably go get something to eat that's really gentle on your system, and then you're going to relax for a while. You're not going to go from, something ending to an entire new legacy. It's going to take time. And you go one step at a time. You can do it. You really can. One more card for Sag, please. Because this opportunity this week is too beautiful to pass up. Seven of Cups. You literally have everything you've ever wanted right in front of your face. All you have to do is look through the ghosts of the past, the illusions of vanity, the treachery that coulda, woulda, shoulda, or the toxicity that could have poisoned you. Because the golden snake is about healing and enlightenment. The castles you can build, and castles in the sky, the things you reach for, the fortunes and the treasures, the fame and the success, or the illusionary monsters that could evolve to be a Pokemon to help you. It's you creating your own life. Are you going to create it with your effortless energy of who you are? Or are you going to let the sorrows, the pains, and anxieties of the past dictate the beauty you could have now? It's always your choice. And I hope you make the best choice for you and everyone involved. Love is what matters. Especially loving yourself first and taking care of your inner child. No empress can sustain an empire if she doesn't nurture herself. I love you. Take yourself on a date, and if somebody offers you a date this week, or somebody wants to communicate with you, communicate with them. Say hi to the cashier. Be nice to the mail person. Go for a walk and smile at everybody. Be a beacon of love. Let the essence of who you are flow effortlessly. I love you. Bye.